am I still wearing the same clothing from several of my videos? That I am, because I am pre-filming so many videos because I'm trying to pre-film as much as I can before I stop. So hi people, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Zee and I run this YouTube page. And if you're not new here, you might know me from Instagram under the handle Belly Beauty. Wow, I almost did not get the intro out. Anyway, hi. Today's video is going to be part 2 of my Revolution Wants in my Wants Why I'm Always Broke series. So yeah, part 2. So part 1 was about what I wanted from iHeart Revolution and Revolution Beauty, the original brand. Next up is actually what I want from XX Revolution and Revolution Skincare. I'm skipping out on Revolution Pro and Makeup Obsession because I went through like the brands and there's nothing from those two brands that I would want to try, so I'm just skipping them entirely. So let's get into XX Revolution and Revolution Skincare, stuff that I want from them. So if you guys don't know, XX Revolution is a new subcategory released in 2020 from Revolution Beauty, the main brand. So yeah, let's start off with XX Revolution and the face stuff. So for primer, I want to try out their Second Skin Complexion Primer Cream. This is something that... Did Shanaxo try this? I don't think so. But it's like a pore primer, supposedly pore primer. Apart from that is their Cloud Complexion Primer, and I think this is the one that Shanaxo, here's a photo, tried and she really liked because it's kind of like a pore filling primer, but it's not like completely... Like, it's not a pure pore primer, but it's kind of like a pore primer, but more lightweight, if you get what I mean. And yeah, next up is the Quick Fix Mattifying Primer because I have normal to oily combination skin, and their Pore Fix Detoxing Primer because it is a pore primer and I have huge issues with my pore. So yeah, moving on from primer is their foundation. So I want to try out the Liquid Skin Foundation Double Fix Foundation. That is like their matte full coverage foundation. And then their Glow Skin Foundation is kind of like maybe. Shannon didn't like it. Shan from Shanaxo. Her name is Shannon, so Shannon from Shanaxo. She didn't really like it, and she is like a huge glowy foundation person. And if she doesn't like it, I trust her opinion. But once again, if I do get to go to the UK and actually swatch it in store, I might have different opinions about it. But as of right now, if I were to buy it from the website and get it shipped to Singapore, I'll probably only buy their like full coverage matte one. So yeah, and then concealer, they only have one, so it's the Conceal Super Fix Concealer. Powder as well, there's only one, so the Quick Fix Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. However, I'm a bit worried about the Quick Fix Loose Setting Powder because majority of those loose powders are like glowy powders, and I'm not about the glowy powder life. The only one that's not glowy, I'm assuming, is the translucent one because it's not in the name. However, I am a little bit nervous, so I might not get the powder until I get to try it in store. So yeah, moving on to bronzer. So they only have one bronzer line because once again, XX Revolution is a new sub-brand. But the problem is that they have so many bronzer shades that I'm not so sure what would suit my skin tone. So the shades that I do have on my list is Demo, Chaos, Morose, and Command. These 4 seem to be within the undertones that I would like in a bronzer. However, once again, I would prefer to be able to swatch them and try that out because I don't want to be spending money on like several bronzers, you know. I want to just get ones that fit my skin tone and then that's it. I don't want to like overspend. So yeah. Moving on to blush, you know me, I love blush. The blush shades that I want is Entice, Abundance, Obscure, and Cynic. Those are the 4 blushes that I want. Based on Miss Sid's, here's Miss Sid's photo right here. Based on her review of these blushes, they are very pigmented and they do not blend out very easily. So I'm a little worried that I might not like these blushes, but I have not tried them yet. So we can't say I don't like it until I've tried it. Moving on from the blushes, highlighters. The highlighters that I do want to try is the shade Reactive frequency and focus. However, I'm also a little suspicious of the highlighters because based on Miss Sid's reviews, they are more on the glittery end rather than like glowy, and I hate glitter in face products. It is the #1 deal breaker for me when it comes to face products. So once again, I would prefer if I could be able to like, you know, swatch and see the texture myself. Now we're done with the face stuff. Now we're gonna move on into eye stuff. So for eye stuff, I want the brows, basically everything from the brow line, pomade, brow pencils, brow gels, brow primer, maybe not, but like basically all the brow stuff from XX Revolution. I do want to try it. So yeah. And then for eyeshadow palette, I just want to try out the quads. Like what I think, who is it? Hannah from Smoky Glow said, a lot of us are moving more towards like smaller eyeshadow palettes that are more curated. So I want only like 3 quads, which is exposed, extrovert, and executive, because those are more of like the brown neutral everyday shades. And yeah, that's it from eyeshadow. And then from eyeliner, I just want like their standard black and dark brown eyeliner. Those are the 2 shades that I use the most when it comes to eyeliner. And then that's it for the eye stuff. Moving on to lips, I want to try their satin liquid lipstick in like the brown pinky nude shades, because those are the shades that I would definitely use the most. And then their gloss in brown pinky nude shades, and that's about it. But those are things that I probably, especially for the satin liquid lipstick, I have to probably swatch in store to have a proper idea of what the shades look like because of my skin tone. So yeah, apart from that, nothing else from lips. Last but not least from the XX Revolution line is their setting spray. So there are only 2 setting sprays that I want, which is the Quick Fix Mattifying one and the Pore Fix Detoxing Setting Spray. The Pore Fix one seems very interesting to me, for the lack of better explanation, because I've never ever heard of a pore fix setting spray, or like a setting spray specifically targeted towards pores. I've heard primers, I've heard foundations, I've heard powders, but I've never heard of a setting spray that specifically targets pores, and I wonder how that will work out, because you know, when you're targeting pores, you have to like kind of like fill in the pores, or like, you know, cover them up with a layer of like product. That's how you like mask your pores. So setting spray, I don't know how that would work, to be honest. So I'm interested in trying that, especially. Hopefully it's not like a black one, you know, like the Mattifying setting spray from, I think, Milani or Wet n Wild. Like they had like a charcoal setting spray, and if you sprayed it, it was like black. So I hope it's not that kind of a setting spray. And yeah, that's about it for XX Revolution. Now we're gonna move on to Revolution Skincare. So for Revolution Skincare, the very first thing that I want from Revolution Skincare is actually their niacinamide and zinc serum. I've already tried it. I basically used it up to the point where I was like shaking out the bottle to get whatever's left from the bottle. I really like that serum, and even though like Revolution Skincare is kind of like a dupe for The Ordinary, I personally find that the Revolution Skincare Niacinamide Serum is more effective on my skin than the Ordinary one, because currently I'm using The Ordinary's version of the Niacinamide Serum, and I don't see as obvious of a difference as compared to when I used the Revolution Skincare version of the Niacinamide Serum. So yeah, I want the 60 ml big bottle Niacinamide Serum from Revolution. I also want their Niacinamide Essence Spray, their 5% glycolic acid tonic, because I've already tried their 2.5% glycolic acid tonic and I really liked it. So now that I'm used to their 2.5%, I definitely can move up to 5%. Apart from that, their 15% niacinamide super strength serum is also something that I want to try, because I definitely got on well with their regular niacinamide serum. So I want to try the super strength one. Tea tree essence spray, because my skin loves tea tree. Tea tree works wonders for my skin, so I definitely want the tea tree essence spray. Niacinamide tonic, because the niacinamide stuff from Revolution Skincare works wonders on my skin. Once again, I definitely want to try niacinamide stuff. I want to try their Cica tonic and multi-use balm, because I've heard a lot of good things about Cica or like tiger grass products. Supposedly they're very good for inflamed skin, and helping calm that inflamed skin down. So I want to try that out. Moving on, moisture cream. So they have moisturizers with SPF in it, specifically targeted for normal dry and normal oily. So I want to try the normal to oily version with SPF 30. Moving on from that, their brightening like kind of moisturizer and eye cream, because I have pretty dark under eyes. I don't know whether it's because of thin skin or whether I just have hyperpigmentation underneath my eyes, because as a brown person we have quite a bit of hyperpigmentation, so we have dark areas especially around our eyes and our mouth. So I want to try their brightening stuff to see whether that will help with those like discoloration and dark areas on my skin. So yeah, brightening ginseng eye cream and brightening boost moisture cream with ginseng. Moving on, I want to kind of try their Bakucho line again. I tried their Bakucho Serum and that didn't really do much. Like I thought I saw like a difference. I think I did see a difference, but not significant enough that I would want to repurchase the product. The niacinamide serum from Revolution Skincare definitely had way more obvious of a significant difference compared to the Bakucho serum. So I wasn't really convinced on the Bakucho serum. And the only reason why I even bought that was because I tried the Kate Somerville retinol kind of serum thing, and that, oh my god, dried out my skin and like renewed the skin on my face. And I was just like, I want that. So doing some research, I found that Bakucho is like the vegan version of retinol. So I was already buying the niacinamide serum from Revolution, so I was like, why not get the Bakucho serum as well? And it really did nothing for my skin. So I kind of want to try their toning boost moisture with Bakucho and the serum and their eye cream, like the whole set, and see whether that does something for my skin. And then if it doesn't, then well, Bakucho just does nothing for my skin. Moving on from there, I want to try their anti-blemish boost cream with azelaic acid. To be honest, I'm not so sure what azelaic acid does, but it does say anti-blemish boost, and I have like skin that's easily clogged and easily forms pimples and like whiteheads, blackheads, because once I don't take care of my skin. So I do want to try that. Last two things that I want to try is the antibacterial blush cleansing spray as well as the multi-acid peeling solution. So I do have the ordinary like AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution, and this actually works really well for my skin. I find that if I use this regularly enough, maximum twice a week, my skin is like unclogged, clear, smooth. I really like it. I just want to try the Revolution version as well. So yeah, and that's it for my wants part 2 for Revolution Beauty. This is even shorter than part 1. This is only like under 15 minutes. And yeah, let's move on to outro. I don't know what to do for this outro because I've already recommended songs. Should I do like K-pop idol of the moment? Let's do K-pop idol of the moment. So for today's outro we're gonna do K-pop idol of the moment. I'm going to be including the date for this K-pop idol of the moment outro because I think it's important for you guys to know the date so that you guys know that this news by the time I post this video is pretty old by now. But yeah, as I'm filming this, today is September 15th, 2020, and today is when the news came out that NCT 2020 is happening, and I'm just like, yes! Yes! So if you guys watched my very first YouTube video, like welcome to my channel YouTube video, you would know that I followed NCT since they debuted with NCT U. And if you guys don't know NCT, they are a lot like Revolution Beauty in a sense because their main like brand is NCT, and then they have like many different subgroups. So they have NCT U, which is like supposedly the most rotated group. Supposedly like the concept of NCT U is that they have members from all around the world. They're supposedly that global group or something like that, though they're not very global because surprisingly NCT 127 is doing all the global work. But besides the point. And then they have NCT 127, which is like their career-based group. And yeah, so NCT 127, and then members can change in and out of those groups as well. They have NCT Dream, which is supposedly their under 20 squad, which is supposed to be a rotating group as well, but they failed with it because I personally feel like they debuted NCT Dream too early, and because of that, the members of NCT Dream stayed in NCT Dream for a little too long, and people got attached to them and now are demanding and have successfully gotten NCT Dream to be a permanent unit under NCT, which is kind of like stupid in my opinion. So yeah, that's just my whole 2 cents about NCT Dream. And then last but not least is their Chinese subgroup, which is Wavy, which is also under NCT. And yeah, those are the subgroups of NCT, and all 21 of them are gonna be in one room, and I'm so excited for it because they've already done NCT 2018. So before, like who is it? Xiaojun, Hendery, and Yang Yang joined. So previously, NCT 2018 was like 18 members before the 3 members of Wavy joined. But now, since the 3 members of Wavy joined, I really want to see all 21 of them just completely be utterly chaotic. And yeah, I'm really excited for the whole NCT 2020 concept. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I want to see the chaos and the craziness and the crack that all 21 of them in a room will produce. So yeah, that's it for my video today. I hope you guys like the video. Leave any video suggestions down in the comment section below. I hope you guys subscribe and leave likes on my video. Your typical YouTube stuff. And yeah, that's it for my video today. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!